What is misinterpreting the visions and the flames, my Melisandras? We are back with another episode with House Golathis, our custom dragon riding house out of Essos, the Lone Flame. So we got a few things to dive right into today, like finding a suitable bride for our heir, the little tyke right here wielding the mace. Another thing to do is find a new capital for ourselves, because we have just taken the kingdom of the Starry Hills, and our castle is not suitable to be the capital of a great kingdom. We have a heavy Iron Bank debt hanging over us. That is another thing we cannot forget. While we celebrate these joyous times, we still need to pay our dues, because when the Iron Bank comes knocking, they have a heavy hand. And I think with that said, let's get on into it. We are playing as King Malo, rider of the groovy Drake Velos, the 58-year-old dragon. We are the king of the Star Hills. We just recently claimed them last time out. So I'm thinking one of the things we need to do is find a new capital for our kingdom, which let's check out down below here in a sec. But before we do that, I had suggested last video that I would let the viewers name some of our newly acquired territories if they had some good suggestions, and good suggestions we had. One of the people named Valentine that watched our videos suggested we name the two ridges, the Flame Ridge and the Flaming Ridge, but I named it Flame Ridge, and Burning Ridge, after Burning Ridge. So I named them both that, and to thank him or her for suggesting the idea, I named the High Lordship after them. So we have the High Lordship of Valentine as our duchy here. Fantastic. So one of the issues with our son is that we can't really find a good match for him. Maybe this Neria Garvanis that would provide us with 564 more troops, but does that really help us that much? I say that, but that's about a third of our troop count, so it wouldn't be the worst in terms. One of the things I want to do is try to expand south. What are these guys doing? They're attacking somebody, attacking the High Shield. I can't speak. Yeah, so big thank you again to Valentine for suggesting those. And if any other viewer or commenter wants to suggest some locations, some titles, an accolade for our knights, drop them down below in the comments. I read all the comments. I respond to as many as I can. And yeah, any suggestions I will take on the cheek, on the chest. Gladly welcome any. Excellent news, a faction targeting us has disbanded. Another thing we can try and do this episode is find a third concubine. These first two haven't really done much for us, but in time we will tell. So we're kind of just waiting, kind of just poking around. What is this? 3006. Who are these guys? Down here we have the First Magister Gondor. It's a fine line to walk. And I think we might actually attack him when our troop count is full. Once that gets up to 1750, I think we might attack Flarenor. First Magister Gondor of Flarenor. I've never heard of them. What duchies are there? Might take one of their duchies. I don't think we'll take the whole thing. Actually, we probably should. We have our dragon. Why not? Let's get on after it. Yeah, so once this is full, why don't we bump this up, make it a little faster. So once our troop count, loyalist faction, that's fine. We're not worried about that. I believe this is one of our captains that we landed last time out. Another suggestion we had from one of our commenters was to make use of our courtiers that do not have marriages and bring in different people that have strong stats, which is a fantastic suggestion. I normally try and do that off camera, But I don't always. Sometimes I'll do it on camera. The reason I do it off camera is because sometimes I'll just go down like rabbit holes and I'll just start like searching everybody. I don't really have access to everybody. Let's do that. I should have made Obara my other concubine. But no matter. Maybe that's something we could try and do. Try and seduce someone. I'm swaying onto. Who is that? My spy master and captain. Oh, I definitely need to sway my spy. Can't speak again. I definitely need to sway my spy master because having a spy master with negative opinion of you is never a good thing. They will constantly plot against you. They will help others plot against you. They can be hired as agents. Not a good look. Alright, just speak of the devil and he will appear. We were just talking about our concubines and one of them is pregnant, which is fantastic news. So Sambaro is getting attacked by Andalos. Who are these guys? Defending against First Magister Sharko of... So something's happening down there. Empathy and a kind heart. We'll go with that. Trying to sway. Set the people down to their south. And they have a bit of firepower. 6191. That's not nothing. Andalos is up to 3100. And just to reiterate our goals for this series, we want to conquer all of Essos. We also want to put all of Essos under the one true religion, the faith of our Lord, the Lord of Light. So we're going to try and get through that because a new update came out today. And I have turned the Wi-Fi and internet off on my laptop. We will not be connecting to the internet until I can get out a couple more videos on this series, because I am really enjoying this series and it has been fun playing as King Malo. But this is an exciting update. I think there were a couple changes to not like drastic changes or anything, just a few tweaks. I think Cannibal was nerfed. Maybe I should do a changelog update video or a quick fire short or something. We'll see. Speaking of, our debt is starting to accrue. Does it say up there? No, it does not, but we have 443 gold. Our overall debt, I believe, is going to be at 800. Bravery off leads to... What is this? Oh, someone's trying to fight my dragon? An exceedingly strange man has entered my courtroom today, less for his appearance than for his words. He claims to be a knight, though none of my courtiers have ever heard of him. Despite this, the absurdity of his request has led to it being petitioned to me directly. Please, King Malo, I beg of you, allow me to fight your dragon. Oh, yeah, as you wish. Watch him kill it. Well, guess not. Velos just scorched him real quick. Or I guess he ate him. Which is as expected. We'll take a free 75 prestige. We do not mind that in the slightest. And what has happened to Sambaro down here? I'm not sure, but that looks actually like a better option to attack than you. He's defending against... Yep, we're going for Sambaro. First Magister Agorano of Sambaro. Prepare to feel the heat. 422, that'll get up to 462. We have 1,000 more. I think we should go for it. We will raise all our armies. Our mid-sized host, we'll send them on down. So one of the things I want to try and do is just kind of... I was going to go directly down and get Andalos, then Pentos, then Andalos, but they're all pretty strong, and Sambaro isn't. So I say we be a bit more pragmatic with our resources, try and build our base of power a bit more. Maybe we can sandwich Pentos and Andalos. Who is this? My courtier? Yeah. Get out of here. Our wife is being a bit tricky. She's up to some nonsense. So we will pay this debt. That leaves us at 349 pieces of gold in debt, but there is one thing we can do, which I regrettably have to do. We will have to break all of our artifacts. But do not worry, because we are in a war. So we will be able to do some raids. There we go. No longer in debt, but we had to sell all of our artifacts. I take that as a win-win. Not a win-win. Not a win-win at all. I take that as a single win. That is one win, one loss. Some milk with a poppy. We could become a milk with a poppy addict. Do not like that. We become flagellant. Prowess -2, tiny health penalty. We will just endure, I think. Probably not the best idea, but we will endure. We will persevere. We will push through. So we have another son. Prince Morgo of the Star Hills. Which is an interesting little name. He's going to be our second in line, I suppose. But unfortunately for Morgo, he's not blessed with the flame eyes. He is not an albino. So we will try to cast him aside. Educate child. Appoint a ward or guardian. Try and send him off. Perhaps we just use him as alliance bait for now. Oh, let's go right there. Let's hit them. Wait, not Lotho. I want myself. We will put ourselves in charge of the army so we can use our dragon in this battle they are defending in the hills. We enter a regency, of course, because we are not there. I believe it takes 3 days for your dragons to kind of hit. Yep, should steamroll them. Lord Malo, one of our captains, has unalived one of the opponents. He was defending a river crossing, but it should be no matter. They were able to instantly raise another host of 300. And we will immediately fight them again. Captured some enemy combatants. Oh, what? Oh, where did that come from? What is happening here? Let's hit them again. Non-stop fight. Robert Baratheon. 3 battles won in a day. Let's see how we do. Some Stepstone pirates are with them. I don't get where they're Captain Tibio wounded and launched. Alright, a fiery arrangement. I circle high above the battle of Adihorn, urging Velos forward with slight adjustments of my thighs against her wide sides. From up here, I have a clear view of my enemy's position. Sitting at rapid speed, I see Landro, one of the enemies. They will fuel the flames. So I think we put them down. Seems like they're able to just bring armies out super quick. I'm not sure what was causing that. But one of the things we don't want to do is play around here too long, because we don't want Pentos declaring war on Sambaro. Well, they should be at... Maybe not. I was going to say they should probably have an alliance. Or was it Nontelos? I think it was Nontelos that probably did it. Yeah. They have a truce, so they cannot declare war on them. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. But when we take over, we might have to worry about it. But we'll deal with that when we get there. So, I've decided to use our Dragon Velos in the siege. We will strike easy, target first, softening their defenses. Take a month of progress off the siege, or accelerate a month, however you choose to look at it. We are not swayed by our red priest, which isn't great, especially since we want to be seen as a tool of R'hllor. It'd probably be a good idea to have our resident red priest on our side for that. But no matter, we will push on, and let's actually take the speed up to normal. It'll take 43 days right now. 39, and our Dragon Velos is a female. It would be amazing if she could lay some eggs. I'm not sure how the process of laying eggs actually works. Alright, so we get a massive health boost, which is wonderful. Our wife is looking after us, and we love it. There we go. Valuable prisoner captured. Can I ransom him? Oh, we are ransoming him. I don't mind taking a few more things. Maroche Arima. Oh, you are getting recruited, my friend. Gain weak hook and recruits. He already follows R'hllor. We like you. Come to our court, Maroche. Next up, we have Leanne. Who... She's a red priestess. Oh, is she? You have a spot at our court too, then? You do not. Unfortunately, Tyralis, you just have to convert. And you are free to go. Well, I guess not, unfortunately. Another red priest? Welcome to the court. I don't see why it would hurt to have a couple more red priests around. And who's another red priest? Welcome aboard. So we're getting 3 red priests there. We're gonna have to see if any of them are actually better than our current red priest. So the reason I just ransomed off the air is so that I can just keep attacking pretty much. They have some gold. Not really. Here we go. Let's continue on to there. But they have some gold, and I need some gold. I would really like that gold. So we're going to continue the war. Well, I guess we kind of have to continue the war. I did kind of just contradict myself saying we want to wrap up the war quickly, and then I didn't wrap up the war too quickly. Once again, we are going to use our dragon. And once again, we will strike easy targets first. It'll only take 3 months now. Took a good chunk off of that. What is your province? 0 there. What do you have? 9. I just looked at you. So, before too long, we will add this to our domain. And I'm thinking it's not a lot of land, nor is it a lot of troops or levies, but I'm thinking it might boost us up to around 2,000. Maybe a little more. I wouldn't be too hopeful of the little more. Need to increase the control. Oh, and I have got to convert these guys. We have some heretics left in our realm. We need to convert them to the faith of R'hllor. So we should take this pretty soon. Let's check it out. Oh! And let's enforce those demands. We will win the war. We will take this territory. And let's click through those notifications. I'm above my domain limit. Is that true? Worship of Green Lace and Renaris? Interesting. So we will just give our steward one of those to appease him. Not both, just one. We'll give him Quappies. I like the name Quappies. Quappis. Whatever it might be. But this name, Aranor and Green Lace, are kind of boring. So if anybody watching this video wants to name these provinces, put it down below in the comments and I will decide from any of the comments. I think that's a fun little way to keep some good interaction going. And I was right, our total is going to be around 2,200, which is nice. Love to see the growth. And they are conquering this one. We might actually try and expand down through there some. I don't want to overextend though, because the bigger it sounds a bit silly to be this obvious, but the bigger I am, the bigger target I am from all these other guys, which actually are stronger than me. Because we now board Andalos. Pentos is close enough, they might try and throw their hat in. Mir is right down the street. We don't want to mess with them either. So now that I do have these territories, why don't I try and work off some of that stress with a hunt? We'll try and get back some of our... not get back, but acquire one of our... I cannot speak. Our mementos. Let's get some inventory back after casting away our items to get out of debt. So we'll go on a cheeky little hunt. And we will go after this fox. There was a fox sighting in the mountains I picked. So that is what we'll be after. Like I said, or actually I don't know if I did say, I want to take Andalos. Andalos is going to be one of the next major goals. That was just kind of a little side quest, taking these fiefdom down there. I want to add Andalos to our sphere. And Andalos is a pretty cool spot within the lore of A Song of Ice and Fire. In the modern story, there's very little original Andal culture left in this region because of so many invasions from their neighbors in the Valyrian freehold down there that burnt them to a crisp. Actually, I'm not sure if they really burnt them over here or if it was more like some fighting as some expansion wars. Actually, no, we are going to go after the hyena. Screwed the fox. We don't need it. But, and they also invaded Westeros, of course, the Great Andal Invasions. Everybody knows about that. Half of the southern part of Westeros, not half, actually most of it, is descended from the Andals in some form. Over in Vale was the springboard of their invasion just because, look how close it is, they can just blip blip blip, go right on over. There's no way for a lord to act. We'll pick it twice in a row. Seems like a pretty good option. And after we ride, we see the hyena not far off. So, but also, Pentos, in the modern story, Pentos, the free city, controls most of the land that used to belong to Andalos. Pentos is pretty powerful, so that doesn't really surprise me. Just having a powerful neighbor slowly encroaching on you makes sense. And of course, we will shoot it. That has a 100% success chance. That's how you do it. And we actually do see Andalos in the modern story. Funny enough, it's not just like a little blink that's one line and mentioned. Actually, it kind of is. It's kind of exactly what it is. Tyrion and Illyrio actually pass through the foothills. I believe they're called like the Flatlands, the Flat Hills. Are they mentioned down here? Is there a duchy? Andelmark. Let's see. No, doesn't seem to be. Just a little surprising. Maybe it's in Pentos. Nope. That's alright. We will equip our new hyena fangs. Hopefully the first of many. And luckily, not luckily, but of course, on plan, that war reduced our stress greatly. And now after taking that province to our south, let's see if we can have any better marriage options for our heir and son. It appears so. Lord Krogus the Crab Feeder could marry into that line. That's actually really cool, which I will be doing. Wait. Is this a Harwin Strong kid? That's pretty cool too. Commander Harwin Breakbones. Corlys. Strong. Rainy Targaryen. What? Hold the front door! I can marry into Daemon line. I wish I had a daughter to betroth to Maelor. What is Daemon doing? We will be doing that. That is what we will be doing. We will be marrying Rhaenys Targaryen, the second daughter of Prince Daemon, the Rogue Prince. Let's send that proposal off. That'll only give us 600 troops and an alliance, but Daemon has a dragon with him, which cannot underestimate the importance of that. We will ransom him off. And for now, since we do have a second son, let's get Prince Morgo married off. We don't plan on really keeping him around too long, but for now he can provide us with a valuable alliance with the Drehars. And as soon as that clicks in, do not worry. Enough with these trivialities. You're being ridiculous. Alliance formed with Lord Kragas. Kragas Crabfeeder. Hopefully him and Daemon don't go to war against each other, because I could use both of them when I take on Andalos here very shortly. But things are going much quicker than I thought they would be, which is excellent. We love it. And should I assign... I think I'll have a better spy master, right? We'll go her, because she's a fellow albino. We love to see it. So right now we have 2 alliances, and we just formed. Alright, you just don't fight anybody. That might be too much to ask of Daemon, but... Lord Rhea Royce de Bronze. Beauty. That is a potential save I've really been kicking around. Or I might just do it on my own time if it's not something people would like to see. But it's just playing as the hypothetical son of Daemon Targaryen and Rhea Royce being a Bronze Targaryen, because if I were to start in the King Jaehaerys... I need to download the other bookmarked submod. I used to have it, and then I got rid of it, and I need to get it again and check some of those out, because those look really fun. But I need to start in the King Jaehaerys save, get whatever I need done. Could be the move. Could be the move. And we're up to 2100. That's about full. The free city of Andalos is just waiting to be taken. But as I look down here, Flarenor is actually that. Oh, I could swipe that up very easily, but I don't want like Mir to come in and yeah. So we're gonna play it safe and just go for Andalos, because I think between Andalos, our current holdings to the north and south, I think that could put us in a good position to start really bossing around Essos. So let's get on into it. We will be attacking First Magister Illyrio of Andalos. We will subjugate him. That'll be the purpose of our war. We will raise all our armies. And let's call him in. Prince Daemon. We'll call him. What? Let's send him a gift first. I really should have checked. Now can we call him? Aha! There we go. So that cost us a bit of gold. But no worries. We have a second dragon joining the fray. And Lord Kragas Crabfeeder will be joining us as well. So in total, with all those allies, we will end up having more troops than our enemy, but only once we all come together. And I'm kind of hoping these guys are just powerful enough to just tank. It's because I got my dragon. cannot hire any mercenaries. I could just pull out another loan. How about we do that, actually? Let's pull out another loan. It wasn't the worst to pay off. We'll receive some invoice. We'll hire a mercenary band. And honestly, we might not actually need to. Alright, let's see how this first one goes. We are quite outnumbered. We're defending in the hills, we have better commanders, but they have more soldiers. It takes 3 days for the dragon fire to kick in, I believe. Let's see. 1 day, 2 days. Is that 3? I think that's it. Look at them. Oh, they're routed. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Churning through. I don't think I'll need them now. I don't think I need the Iron Bank. Little preemptive, but we like to be prepared. Oh? Okay, yeah. I thought it started to push against us for a sec. Oh, this is nice. One of our captains was wounded, unfortunately. Our vassals, one of the important ones, I presume. Lord Olo. Oh, okay. He's putting in some work. My concubine gains the pregnant trait, which is wonderful news. We'll have another child on the way. Hopefully, they will be albino, of course. And there is Krogus Crabfeeder. He has come. I wonder where Damon's coming from. Oh, he's kind of just... Oh, there he comes. I think he was actually away on an activity, so I'm not sure what he was doing. In one of my other saves I had, I was playing as the Blackwoods. I actually managed to get a tame Silverwing as a 3rd generation Blackwood. 3rd generation as in 3rd from my starting character. Or 3rd including my starting character. Oopsies. But one of the interesting things is that I just lost my train of thought. Oh no. Oh, Damon became the Archmaester. I have a screenshot of it. I was thinking about throwing it up on the subreddit. It's just like a neat things that have happened. Come on, let's catch them. They are quick, aren't they? Any day now, we'll get them. Maybe not. Are they holding down here? It looks like it. Does not matter. Our 2 dragons are... We have more troops than them. Yep, Grand Dragon and a Medium Dragon's army supports. Let's see how we did there. 101. Wiped them. Goodbye to the stack. See ya later. Now it's time to put the capital under siege. Let's not dilly-dally with this one. Let's get right to it. Magister. I should say, not Master. We got 9 more here. We have Gawain, who's not anything that great. Neither is Mido. But Mido, we will just demand your conversion, and you are free to go. So I think we're going to boost the speed up, and we will safely use our dragon to soften their defense. It will take 4 months now instead of 6. It'd be nice if these guys came and joined us. They only have 257 troops. We have raised their army. As in destroyed it. There we go. We'll finally end up using that learning perk that popped up on us. And this will be a wonderful addition to our kingdom. Did Damon do that? Minor Dragon Siege Destruction. He probably did. knowing him. 10. And the siege is going on great. I'm excited to see where this goes. And I believe we can hold a feast. Which will hold a feast. And that'll help us gain some opinion with some of our new subjects. Got some prisoners in that siege. And I'm pretty sure when they take that next province, that should be enough to do it. And it sure is. So we have another son, Prince Sanjaro of the Star Hills. But unfortunately for the young prince, he is not an albino, so we will probably cast him aside at some point. So let's do it. We enforce our demands. And now, the Star Hills is a bit bigger, isn't it? We will disband our army. And we can get up to 2,800, which will increase much, much more. One of the things we need to do as we host our feast, let's hire a seneschal. He will improve our control growth each month. Because let's actually go in and see. It's actually not too bad. Could be much, much worse. It might update here in a sec. Yeah, I think that could be better, but honestly, it definitely could be worse. Dangerous faction has approached. And can we plan a feast? There's farms and fields that will reduce the cost. I want as many... We'll close that. We'll invite the neighboring rulers. And we'll start the feast. After the conclusion of the feast, I think that'll probably wrap it up for this episode. We made some great progress, acquiring a much, much stronger base of power. We have a lovely time ahead of us at this feast. With this base of power, like I was saying earlier, that'll probably give us... What are we at? 2,800? I think we'll probably be closer to 33 to 3,500? 4,000 if we're lucky. When we finally establish control over everything. I have not been focusing on upgrading our provinces. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry, felt a little burp come up. Didn't want to burp into the mic. Speaking of increasing control, let's go and just bang out another one. We have Moramark here. That'll only take 6 months. There we go. Back to the feast. 4 days until the feast begins. That is perfect timing. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Got 40 guests. Hopefully some of our naughty, naughty vassals are here. Do we have any prisoners, actually? We have 2. 9 more, who will be banished. I wonder if they go to the Night's Watch. Or if they just kind of piss off somewhere else. We will repeat what we said. Oh, and we actually become closer to forming a friendship with Diona. Oh, no, we don't send them to the Night's Watch. We just kind of tell them to leave. We lose 11 stress with that. Sorry I'm not reading everything. Just kind of reading the results. We'll throw Malo off to cool down some, I think. No, actually we'll restrain Erig. Because Malo is our vassal and Erig is just a courtier. Good folks to mingle with, I agree. We'll gain 20 opinion with anyone we share a trait with, which hopefully is quite a few. And with that, it is all done. We'll finish the feast. And hopefully some of our new vassals have a little better opinion of us. Nature will provide. That would have been hilarious if that just took us out right there. Thank for lore. I can go inside again. That is excellent. Let's check in. See how many years have passed. It's been 9 years. Not too shabby. We'll designate a guardian for our son, our heir Malo. And with that, I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in for this episode of King Malo's Adventures, the Lone Flame of Essos. Next time out, we will continue our expansion and conversions. Next up is probably Pentos, or even some of these little provinces down here. We might come all the way down and just start picking on these folk. Maybe we clash in the stepstones? Who knows? But anyways, thank you again for watching. Thank you in advance for liking, for commenting. I appreciate it. It helps the videos gain traction. And remember, if you have any suggestions for anything in the series, an accolade name, a new title name, a name of a lordship, drop it down below in the comments. I'd like to see what suggestions any of the viewers have to say. If there's any type of series y'all would like to see, let me know down in the comments. And one more self-plug before we go. Check out the community page. We do daily polls, discussions, images, lots of great stuff over there. Check it out. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good evening.